Hi, welcome to my kitchen. My name's Danielle and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a super simple farm fresh salad with ingredients that I picked up from the St. Lawrence Saturday Farmers Market just this morning. Now this is one of the most exciting times in Ontario because this sparks the beginning of Ontario's spring and summer growing season, which we know is the most delicious. A few years ago, I helped to open up a farmer's market in Toronto called the Sip and Savor Ontario Food and Artisan Market. Now, this was the first market I had ever worked for, so I was a little nervous at the beginning because things were going a little slow. We weren't seeing a lot of the people rolling in, we were seeing a lot of the same produce that we were seeing all winter long, and then all of a sudden, just like that, we started to see ramps, asparagus, radishes, and then strawberries. That was what brought the people in. All of a sudden, we were having people pouring into our market and getting so excited about this fresh and delicious new produce in Ontario. And that was what made me really inspired to create recipes that summer, was just highlighting fresh and delicious Ontario ingredients, keeping it simple so that they could remain the star of the dish. Now today we're going to prepare a super simple salad that highlights one of my favorite ingredients in Ontario in the spring, wild leeks, which you'll also see labeled as ramps. Now we're going to keep those ramps the star of the show by pairing them with some kale that we're going to massage to get it really nice and tender, as well as a very simple balsamic vinaigrette. And we're going to add some cherry tomatoes to that just to heighten up the flavor. Now these are the cherry tomatoes that I prepared earlier. I just tossed them with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and some fresh thyme and popped them into a really hot oven to get them nice and concentrated in flavor. Now I just drizzled over a little bit of olive oil and a sprinkle of kosher salt into my kale, and I'm going to get my hands in here and I'm going to give my kale a massage. Now this is what's going to tenderize your kale. This is what's going to break it down, make it a little bit more palatable, a little less bitter, and this is what's going to bring out so much flavor. When I was working at the farmer's market, I would have people come up to my booth all the time asking me, what do I do with kale? They found it a little tough, a little bitter, and they didn't know about my massaging trick. So as soon as they would find out that you really got to get in there and massage your kale, they were so excited about this new ingredient that they had never cooked with before and suddenly were in love with. Let's prepare the vinaigrette. I've got a 1/4 cup of olive oil here that I'm going to add to a jam jar along with a tablespoon of really nice balsamic vinegar. I'm also going to thinly slice those ramps that we grilled up earlier, add those to the jar as well, and shake it up to emulsify. Now I'm just shaking up our vinaigrette. Now this is the easiest way to emulsify a vinaigrette, and this is also going to help to get that flavor of the ramps into the dressing. Now is the final step in our salad, putting everything together. So we have that vinaigrette that we prepared earlier, and I don't want to add all of this because that might be a little bit too much for the greens that we have. And before I even add that, I want to add some cherry tomatoes because these have some liquid as well. We want to be really careful not to get our greens soggy or too wilted. So we're going to just add a little bit at a time, taste, and see how much we need. In go our cherry tomatoes. Now a little bit of our dressing. Now I'm just tossing this salad with my hands because this is the only way that you can really ensure that all of your greens are coated in your dressing. Now the last and most important step in preparing a salad is making sure that you taste it. So I'm just going to take a little leaf here, give it a little taste. That dressing is fantastic. You can really taste those wild leeks, the ramps that are infused into the dressing, the little bit of pungency that they have, the smokiness from the grill. Love it. So now you know how simple it is to prepare a delicious farm fresh salad. Just gotta make sure you're using the right ingredients. My name's Danielle, and I'll see you next time.